Just pull up a chair.
Sometimes,
Now,
life throws us difficult choices. Chocolate or vanilla? Cats or dogs? Pineapple on pizza? Yay or nay? But none are as harrowing, as soul-crushing, as the question that divides us here today.
and what's that?
One Has to Go and all their movies. Candidates? Adam Sandler, Seth Rogen, Will Ferrell, and Jim Carrey. A Mount Rushmore of comedy titans, each bringing their unique brand of absurdity, wit, and occasional misfires. Let's dig in, because this isn't just a debate. This is a journey into our collective psyches. Adam Sandler. The name itself is a genre. The man has built an empire by shouting gibberish, wearing basketball shorts in non-basketball contexts, and casting his friends in every movie he makes.
Checks out.
Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, Comedy Gold, Uncut Gems, a stress-fueled masterpiece. But for every wedding singer, there's a Jack and Jill lurking in the shadows, like an uninvited relative at Thanksgiving. Proponents of Sandler argue that his movies are comfort food, predictable, messy, but deeply satisfying. Critics, however, contend that if you've seen one Sandler movie, you've essentially seen them all. Cue montage of Sandler yelling, Sandler doing a funny voice, and Sandler falling in love with a woman way out of his league. Still,
Copium.
how can we erase the legacy of a man who gave us the Chinooka song and Click, a movie that somehow made us cry about remote controls? Sandler's appeal is also deeply generational. Millennials grew up quoting his catchphrases and reenacting his absurd antics. The golf course rage of Happy Gilmore feels cathartic for anyone who has ever wanted to yell at a parking meter. Yet his insistence on revisiting the same comedic tropes can feel stale. There's a thin line between nostalgic and redundant, and Sandler dances on it like it's a makeshift stage at a fraternity party. Still, dismissing his contributions would be akin to erasing the comedy section of a blockbuster. Next up, we have Seth Rogen, the unofficial spokesperson for marijuana enthusiasts everywhere. His movies are the cinematic equivalent of a stoner's fever dream. Chaotic, loud, and oddly heartwarming. From Superbad to Pineapple Express, Rogen has mastered the art of raunchy yet relatable comedy. Plus, he's got range. He's voiced Pumbaa, produced a string of TV hits, and even fought North Korea with The Interview.
Who did he voice?
Produced a string of Plus, he's got range. He's voiced Pumbaa, produced...
Give it to me one more time.
Plus, he's got range. He's voiced Pumbaa.
That's right, he did voice Pumbaa.
A string of TV hits, and even fought North Korea with The Interview. But let's be honest, Seth's humor isn't for everyone. If you don't find dick jokes and romantic chemistry hilarious, his filmography might feel like a 90-minute endurance test. And for every "this is the end," there's a Neighbors 2 that makes you question why sequels exist. However, Rogen's authenticity shines through in his work. There's a sincerity to his brand of comedy, a sense that he's just a regular guy who accidentally fell into Hollywood stardom while holding a bong. Beyond his comedic prowess, Rogen's ventures into drama and social activism deserve mention. His performances in Steve Jobs and The Fabelmans
Great
showcase
performance.
depth
I
that's
agree.
often overlooked.
I agree.
Moreover, his involvement in promoting Alzheimer's awareness reveals a side of him that transcends film.
This is Buick now.
Definitely honorable mention. I'm with you.
Yet, the question remains,
The man has many hats.
does this breadth of talent make him indispensable? Or could we
Forgot about
survive
that.
without another riff on weed-induced paranoia? Will Ferrell doesn't just do comedy, he is comedy. Whether he's streaking in Old School or wrestling bears in Anchorman, Ferrell's absurdity knows no bounds. He has the unique ability to take the dumbest premise imaginable Blades of Glory, anyone? And turn it into something iconic. But let's talk about the misses. For every Elf or Talladega Nights, there's a Holmes and Watson or semi-pro that makes you want to fake laugh politely before fleeing the room. Farrell's brand of humor is polarizing. If you're not into over-the-top zaniness, he can feel like a drunk uncle who refuses to leave the party. Still, do we want to live in a world without Ron Burgundy? That's like asking if jazz flute is unnecessary. Spoiler, it's not. Farrell also represents a kind of comedic fearlessness. He'll commit to a bit, no matter how ridiculous, with a level of intensity that's both inspiring and alarming. Who else could make figure skating seem like a viable comedic theme? Yet, his consistency is a double-edged sword. When he's great, he's untouchable.
He stayed up for a long time after that
You're
dart.
left wondering why you're watching a grown man in a cow costume yelling about milk. Finally, we arrive at Jim Carrey, a human cartoon character come to life. His energy is otherworldly, his facial expressions defy biology, and his filmography is stacked with classics. The Mask, Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, all pillars
Dumb
of 90s comedy.
And Dumber.
And then,
Dumb and
consider
Dumber.
his dramatic
One
turns.
movie. One title.
Truman Show, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and Man on the Moon. Truly, the man contains multitudes. However, Carrey's comedic style can be a lot. For those who don't appreciate loud noises and elastic faces, his performances might feel more exhausting than entertaining. And let's not forget the misfires, Mr. Popper's Penguins, anyone. But can we honestly wipe Liar Liar
No,
and
let's forget.
Pen Bit from the annals of history? That's like erasing Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel because you don't like frescoes. Jim Carrey's influence extends beyond comedy, though. His exploration of existential themes in movies like The Truman Show invites us to reflect on the human condition. At his best, he's not just making us laugh, he's making us think. Erasing his work would be akin to deleting a vibrant, albeit eccentric, chapter from the history of cinema. So, who's got to go? Sandler's comfort food comedies? Rogen's stoner laugh fests? Farrell's absurd antics? Or Carrey's elastic brilliance? The answer, dear viewer, depends entirely on your tolerance for poop jokes, loud noises, and the general willingness to embrace chaos. But if forced to choose, one might argue that Seth Rogen could be the sacrificial lamb. His contributions to comedy are undeniable, but his humor is perhaps the most niche. Sandler has nostalgia. Farrell has absurdity. Carrey has range. Rogen has a laugh that sounds like someone accidentally stepped on a bicycle horn. That's not nothing.
Checks
But in a
out.
game of cinematic survival, it might not be enough. Then again, this isn't really about comedy legends. It's about us, our tastes, our childhoods, and our willingness to forgive Jack and Jill. Each of these comedians holds a mirror up to who we are, reflecting our quirks, our flaws, and our need for a good laugh. So the next time someone asks, one gotta go in all their movies, just stare into the distance, sigh deeply, and say, don't make me choose.
Seth. Oh,
And then immediately
I
start
lost you.
rewatching
You lost me.
Anchorman, or Happy Gilmore, or Superbad, or The Mask. Because at the end of the day, we need them all, even if Holmes and Watson exists.
At Burger King, celebrities don't inspire our menu. You do. And you said you like steakhouse.
that's it? That was a solid video, bro. I thought you were going to leave a cliffhanger. I thought you weren't going to tell us who you would say gotta go. But yeah, I agree with you. If one has to go, gotta go, it's Seth. He's given us some classics. He's given us some good movies. But I like, you nailed it on the head. Adam has range. Will Ferrell is you used the word like, over, I don't know, erratic, something along those lines. And 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 uh, and Sandler is nostalgic, classic after classic for those who grew up on videotapes and DVDs. Yeah, Sandler wasn't going nowhere. Will Ferrell is almost blasphemy. And then Carrie, and you said something. You said, let's talk about Jim Carrey. When you introduced him like you did everyone, you introed everyone, and you said something along the lines of like, that's if you can sit through overacting. You didn't say overacting, but that's what I got from it. Overacting, a bunch of faces and screaming. I never even thought about that. I never even thought. Imagine the people that do not like this type of acting. Like me and you, we obviously enjoy Carrie. Otherwise, you would have chosen. And we sit there and we watch the crazy faces. We watch the overacting, the overreacting, the loud, obnoxious acting, and we just enjoy it. But yeah, you're right. I never thought about the few who sit there and go, man, I gotta watch this for another hour with this girl, or I gotta watch this with her man. Like this is his favorite movie, or this is his guy, his go-to actor for a comfort film. Some people probably can't stand it. You're right. But if they feel like that about Carrie, but I mean, Will Ferrell is just different. That's why I wish I would have remembered the word you used, because you're right. Whatever word you use for Will Ferrell, you hit the nail on the head. Because something about Ferrell, he can have you sitting there and he's an elf the whole movie. Or he's overacting the whole movie. And it's still, he brings it home. Like even that moment when I laughed and I made a comment, I said, he took forever to go down. Like this is a dart that's used to shoot down beasts and lions and animals, and it usually takes them 10-15 seconds. I've never done it, but I've seen it in film. I've never seen it on an actual documentary type of style film. But for the most part, we can guess it's no longer than 1 minute. This is for emergencies. This thing needs to put them down as soon as possible. Not after they finish tearing through a coat. And here Will Ferrell is, no more than 185 pounds, and just wrecking the whole party. Just won't go down. This thing has hit him in the neck, and he's knocking over presents, and he's walking over here and flipping tables and cakes. Anything but going down. And you watch something like that, and you don't go, this is fake, or this is exaggerated, or this is you know how those old parody movies, like they shoot a weapon and you thought it was a big bazooka or a pistol, and out comes like a glove and it punches them and it knocks their lights out, and or those different scenes where it was like, is this a parody, is this a spoof, like is this a joke? You could watch a Will Ferrell moment and scene and not feel like, all right, change the movie, bro. Like, enough of the stupidity. Because he has a way of making it still funny. Even though you know what you're watching is idiotic. In many ways, when it comes to Ferrell. But yeah, that's why he wasn't going nowhere. But yeah, you cheated, bro. You came up with 3 people who you would not, pardon me, I'm not getting rid of the other 3. You came up with 3 people you're not getting rid of, and then you came up with one who people would go, yeah, he can go. And I mean, Seth has done it to himself, because okay, he's a stoner. Nothing wrong with that. That's his business. Whatever choice, substance you choose. Nobody likes Tom Holland because he was drinking and now he's sober, which God bless him. But nobody that's not the same. It doesn't translate the same as it does in like hip hop, like the hip hop world. People in Amsterdam can't wait to see Snoop Dogg come perform because he's the stoner, he's the mascot. Wiz Khalifa's. It just doesn't translate the same in entertainment, in a movie, in a film where they're not being themselves. They're being someone else. They're pretending to be something. So Seth Rogen being this stoner doesn't move anyone. So it's not that's what we love him for. We're gonna love you for the films you choose. And when it comes to his films, he's consistent in choosing films that, like you said, did we need Neighbors too? I watched it more than once. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I had to think about it. Am I ashamed? Not at all. But the one guy, he's like this. He's like literally like this. You gotta Google it. You got it. You want me to YouTube it? I got y'all. But yeah, I mean, he did it to himself because, you know, at the end of the day, what movies? What are the movies that you gave us? I can't name more than 3 Seth Rogen movies that I think, where would we be without those movies? I could care less about some of the movies. You should have made it harder. You should have gave us a solid one. A solid, like a irreplaceable 4 actors. I can't find it. And I typed in anything that would make it come up. I can't find it. Neighbors. Can y'all see what I'm typing? Oh, Neighbors movie scene. Oh, let me put that. That would help, right? I can't find it. That kind of sucks, bro. Because it's worth seeing. Oh, is it Bad Neighbors? It's not just Neighbors? Bad Neighbors. I don't remember it being called Bad Neighbors, bro. Doesn't matter. The point is, he's... Hey, listen. It is funny to me. He's like this, chat. He's like this. He's the best friend of Seth Rogen's character. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm sneaking. I'm sneaking. I mean, that scene lives rent free in my head. Alright, so I couldn't find it. If you're looking at this, like, what is this? This is the fall off is good. It's the next video we're reacting to. But I'm not putting it together. Get out. I'm sneaking.